Hello Pisces, this is going to be your reading for July 2020. We're going to start with the tarot and then we will pull a guidance card from the universe at the end. This is intended to be a general reading, which means it may not resonate with all of you, but hopefully there's something in here for everyone. If you'd like to add your energies to the channel by liking and subscribing, I would greatly appreciate it. So let's get one more shuffle here for Pisces, and we will get started. Angel, spirits, guides, what information does Pisces need for July 2020? Here we go. Where I find you now is the Hermit. Past energy is the Emperor. Present energy is the Eight of Wands. And the future energy is the Two of Cups. So, we've got you going inward about what you learned in your Emperor journey. It's like your masculine side, not gender specific, but like what you learned about your masculine side and wanting to communicate it in a way that's going to bring in your soulmate. Okay. So the Hermit is clarified by the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. It's been like sort of an uphill battle to get to where you are, to finally get to this final battle of having this ending that comes. And things I feel have been moving slowly with the Hermit card. You've been going inward in order to understand what it is that you've been fighting for. And what comes out in this is that this ending is actually wish fulfillment for you. So the Emperor, the past energies, wow. It's like you needed a different perspective on things. You have the Hangman, the Strength card, and the Six of Swords. It's like you really dug deep within yourself to change your perspective on things so that you yourself could move to a much calmer place inside your mind with regard to this situation. You know, it took a lot for you to stand up to put yourself in a position of power with your Emperor power. It's like you needed to change your perspective. It took a lot out of you to do so, but what ended up happening is it took you to a much better place inside of your head. Eight of Wands in the present energies. It looks like now having this clarity about this ending actually being wish fulfillment for you, the energy now is that you want to rapidly communicate with this past person about the Death card and the World, about this cycle coming to an end, and about this, it's like how we're going to look this death in the face so that we can both start new cycles here. For the future energies, you have the Two of Cups, clarified by the Eight of Coins, the Judgment card, and the Sun. I feel that you're working on seeing things clearly, answering the call toward your happiness. lifting the veil off the situation and looking at it in the most positive light possible. You know, also like in this Two of Cups card, it's almost like they're setting their souls or their emotions free. It's like you're working on creating the final judgment in order to bring in your happiness regarding the situation with the soulmate. Subconsciously, you have the King of Coins, the Star, the Queen of Coins, and the Knight of Cups. I still feel like there's hope here, because you've got the King and the Queen of Coins with the Star right between them, and then you've got the Knight of Cups wanting to express his love, looking over here at the Sun. Subconsciously, you still want this. This is interesting. It's almost like you want this cycle to end so that a new cycle with the same person can begin. Ten of Pentacles was what I just looked at, so happy life. I really feel like you're in the pursuit of your happiness here, because everything has to do with looking for you're like looking inward for your wish fulfillment within this ending that you're not giving up. You're stepping into your power, getting into a different viewpoint or perspective on the situation, you know, calling on your strength to move to a better place in order to communicate about how this ending is going to happen so that a new cycle can start with this soulmate, nostalgic past person. And this is in the future, getting very clear about your happiness within the situation by creating a final judgment with regard to the connection, because you're going to remove the final layer, the veil. When the veil comes off, it's like, oh, I understand that this is my person. We just needed to go through this. Because you're still looking over here. And there's still hope here. So let's give guidance to Pisces for July 2020. Angel Spirits Guides, what message do we have for Pisces? July 2020. For Pisces, please. There it is. Okay, the Sacrifice. Card 44. So, here's what this card says. The Sacrifice asks you to offer to Spirit that which most is precious to you. Your offering will be sanctified and returned tenfold. You will be elevated to the altar at which you have been praying and meet the divine at the table with the heavenly feast. You are a welcome guest at this banquet. Your heart is the only worthy offering you can bring. Life has been generous with you in so many ways. So it's like the only thing that you can sacrifice here in order to save the situation is your heart. And you have to be willing to open up in order to receive. That's my message for you, Pisces, and I'll see you next time. Bye.